11-year-old protégée carried a sobbing niece on her back as they searched for relatives in a sea of people in eastern Congo earlier this month. When I first photographed protégée, it was November 6th in a crowd of thousands in the town of Kiwanja. She told me only a name and that she was looking for a mother. Protégée had spent one night sleeping in a church, huddled with Réponse under a flimsy scarf. She said she had no food, no water. I was particularly moved by readers' reaction to the photo of Protégée and Réponse. I knew that the chances of finding them again were very slim, as I see children walking alone on the road every day. But something told me that I was going to succeed. I put myself in the position of having to look for my own daughters. Having two, that was not difficult. When I set out to search for Protégée on Sunday, I had little certainty of success, but I was determined to try to do something to help. Armed with a photograph of Protégée and my niece, I started asking around. The women frowned. They did not know her. I traveled to the schoolyard, to the dispensary, and had no luck. I ventured in the tent with a picture. There, Maria Mukeshimani's eyes lit open. She knew Protégée's mother. Her name is Espérance. Espérance de Racadori. Espérance, the French word for hope. Espérance had sought refuge at the local Catholic church in Kiwanja. When I arrived at the church, I was greeted by the sound of a chorus. She was in the Mass. I showed her the picture and she smiled at the sight of Protégée. She explained to me that Protégée had already reached her, but she had sent the girls on foot back to the village of Kiseguru, fearing for their safety in Kiwanja and being too weak to make the journey herself. She kept staring at the picture, and only when I told her I would return the next morning to drive her to rejoin the girls did her face open to a large, genuine smile. Espérance was quiet as we drove the 20 minutes to reach the village where she had sent her daughters and grandchild. She clutched her photo as she walked through the streets, a trail of excited children in her wake. But the réunion with Protégée and Réponse in the small mud hut was a very brief one. They smiled at each other. No one spoke. "Are you happy to see your mother?" I asked, and she answered in a very soft voice, "Yes." Rather than remain in the village, Espérance asked me to take them back to Kiwanja. Protégée, Espérance, and Response, for the time being, are now back in Kiwanja and have set up a cot in the corner of a room at the Catholic church grounds. Outside, the UN World Food Program is distributing food, but the situation in town remains very volatile. Before I left, I gave Espérance a photograph I had taken of her daughter and granddaughter. She handed it to Protégée. Protégée sat, Réponse in her lap, gazing at her image. I left them there, on the cot, clutching the photo, one of their few possessions. Asked when they will return to the village, Espérance replied, "When the war is over."